So, hey, my YouTubers and everyone in the world. Today is April the 27th. The time is now 11:53 a.m. It's going to be a beautiful Saturday all day, guys. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and that notification bell so you can see more of me. Now, today we're going to be talking about 10 signs that you should be working for yourself. I feel like when we are destined for greater things, there's always something inside of us that different signs and stuff that the universe shows us to let us know that what we're doing right now is not really meant for us to do for the rest of our lives. It's just something that we do for now to get by. So today we're going to be talking about 10 signs to know that you should be working for yourself, which means you're an entrepreneur in the making or an entrepreneur. Period. So, the first sign that you should be working for yourself is you think your boss is inefficient. If you know that you have a couple different boss or managers that do things a certain type of way, and you know for sure that it's not right, and you know that if you were in that position, you would do things differently, then that to me is a sign that you are an entrepreneur, that you should be working for yourself. Because see, what happens is if you're not an entrepreneur, you see that your boss carries things out a certain type of way, you're not gonna, in your mind, you're not gonna be thinking, oh, well, I would have done it this way, or I think this way is better. You're more like, okay, I'm just gonna follow the rules. But trust me, when you are an entrepreneur, you see that sometimes we have a boss or two that does things or say certain things that are inappropriate or just doesn't follow the rules all the time or whatever the case may be. And we just know in our hearts that it's wrong. And if we were in that position, we know for sure that we wouldn't do that. Now, the second sign to know that you were meant to work for yourself is you're self-efficient. Like if you know how to go to work, you have a certain daily routine you follow by, you know how to do your job efficiently, and you don't need someone constantly behind you, then that to me is a sign that you are an entrepreneur and you should be working for yourself. Because if you could go to the job and just get it done, you don't constantly need people telling you what to do, then that's a sign that you clearly know how to, do the job. You clearly know what needs to be done. You have the mindset, I'm here, for 4 or 8 hours. Let me go there, do my job, and before I know it, I'm gone. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like if you have that type of mentality, then you should be working for yourself. Now, because you're independent. Now, the third sign that you should be working for yourself is you feel suffocated in a 9 to 5 setting. And I feel like this is like a really important one because a lot of times we work these jobs, of course, to make ends meet. And I get that. But if you feel like, dang, I feel so suffocated being around all these people. This is not, you feel in your heart that this is not where you're supposed to be, that your life has so much more meaning and value, and you're supposed to be doing something different, then that to me is a sign that you should be working for yourself. That setting is clearly not for you. Now, the fourth sign to know that you should be working for yourself, guys, is you're already starting to work on a side business. Now, if you're working your 9 to 5, that's cool. What you do outside of that really determines if you're an entrepreneur and if you have the qualities to work for yourself. So if you have a side business or other side gigs that you do, then that's a clear sign that you're a go-getter, you're a hustler. And that tells me that you should be working for yourself. So if you have a side business, like I said before, that is a sign that you're an entrepreneur and you should be working for yourself. Now, the fifth sign to know that you should be working for yourself, guys, is you do things your own way. So even when you're at the job, yeah, you might follow the rules and things of that nature, but you find a way to do your job the way that it works for you. And it doesn't inconvenience other people in the process. So if you have that type of mentality and that type of consideration, then that tells me that you have the qualities for the type of person that should be working for themselves. And that's why I'm saying, guys, if you do things your own way, then that means that you have the qualities to have your own business and work for yourself. Hey. So the sixth sign to know that you should be working for yourself, guys, is you stand clear of office politics. And I feel like this one is an important one because some people get on these jobs and they want to just be cool with everyone. They want to be everyone's friend, but that takes you off a track when you get caught up with the wrong crowds. So I feel like if you stand clear of certain people that you know for sure are just nosy, that might gossip a lot, that's cool with the manager and the boss, then that to me is a sign that you should be working for yourself because you clearly stand clear of trouble. So yes, if you stay away from office politics and you don't get involved in that type of nonsense, then that tells me that you have what it takes to work for yourself. Now, the seventh sign to know that you should be working for yourself, guys, is you dream bigger than anything. Like, you know for sure that there's more for you to do, that your life has a bigger purpose for than what you're doing right now. Like, if you go to the job and you, like I said before, and you feel like, you know what, I know for sure that this is not for me, but this is something I'll do for now, then that's a sign that you should be working for yourself. If you feel like, if you can picture yourself being the boss and having, 5, 10, 15, 20, even more employees than ever that's working just as hard as you, and y'all all working to just make the business a lot better, then that's a sign that you should be working for yourself. You are an entrepreneur. And sometimes we need to be reminded of our, what we have within us from other people to keep us going. Sometimes we just need that extra boost. But like I said before, guys, if you can see yourself having your own business, if you can see yourself being successful, going to meetings, expanding your business, then yes, you do have what it takes to work for yourself. Now, the eighth sign to know that you should be working for yourself, guys, is you're obsessed with self-growth. Self-growth is really the key to life. And that's the key to us going from working a 9 to 5 job or working a 14-hour shift here and there to working for ourselves to build our own empire. So like I said before, if you're obsessed with self-growth, you know in your mind that in order for you to become your greatest and have your own business and be successful, you have to work on yourself. If you're obsessed with working on yourself to become better than you've ever been, then yes, you should be working for yourself. Because believe it or not a lot of people have what it takes to really, work on themselves. A lot of people want to think in their minds that they're perfect the way they are, and that's fine. But I feel like when it comes to self-growth, you can never stop growing. It can be mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, you can always become better. So if you have that type of mentality and you're like fully determined to become your greatest, if that's going to help you accomplish your dreams, then you have what it takes to work for yourself. Now, the ninth sign to know that you should be working for yourself, guys, is you want to. Like, you have it in your mind. You know what? Working a 9 to 5, I've been there. I've done that for years. I made it work. But now I'm at a point in my life where I'm ready to level up. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know in your heart that you deserve better, and you're fully determined to do what you got to do to get it. And that's the key. So you know in your heart that you want it, but your actions have to show how bad you truly want it. Going to business networking events, getting emails, collecting emails, giving emails. I mean, all of this stuff matters. This will tell a person whether you're determined or not. Because see, it's not just going to be handed to you. You have to be willing to go out there and take what's yours if you want it that bad. Now, the 10th sign to know that you should be working for yourself, guys, is you become unstoppable. And this is when you know that at the end of the day, it's going to happen. One way or another, I'm going to make it happen. When you have that type of mentality, you become unstoppable. When you have the mentality where you don't mind staying up later to handle this, or getting up earlier to handle that, or sacrificing your weekends from time to time to make sure that your business is taken care of, that tells me that you're at the point where you're unstoppable. Like Eric Thomas said, and this is a motivational speaker, and I'm going to tell you the quote that he said. He said, when you want to be successful as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you'll be successful. Now, when I first heard it, it's a strong statement. But when you actually think about what he said, how bad do we want to breathe? We want to breathe better than anything because we know that we need to breathe in order to survive. We need to breathe to be alive, obviously. So when you want to be successful, as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you'll become successful. That's when you know that you're at a point where you're unstoppable. And that's the key to all of this. Right now, and I feel like I'm at that point where I want to be successful as bad as I want to breathe. So at the end of the day, every day I plant some type of seeds or I do something to get closer to that goal so I'll know I'm doing my part. As long as you're doing your part, the universe will provide. But I hope that you like this video, guys. If you want me to do more videos like this, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And like I always say, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And of course, visit my website at shoploveronline.com. Until next time, guys, peace.